But we need a Matt Mormon curve.
And what's a Matt Mormon curve?
Right now we've got a flat, look at that flat curve. This is not for Matt Mormons of the world.
Okay.
What I need is bass up here, and then a little roll off of the mid-range, and then bang for the tweeter.
It's just like a
take it all out. Matt's got sensitive ears.
Smooth into the zero,
yeah,
like negative 80 dB on the old 22,000 hertz.
So that's interesting. We've had that conversation because your ears are kind of sensitive. You don't.
Or better, however you want to look at it.
I calibrated with the door halfway open. That's horrible. And it's easy as a content creator to cut that stuff out so that you guys don't see the mess ups, see the flaws. But the reality is the flaws are what make us human.
This is why the Perlisson guys think we're idiots. Our Perlisson buddies like, we want to make sure we get you guys proficient in your technical knowledge, because we made an entire video referring to S7
the wrong speaker
limited, and we had S7 special edition.
Yes, that's great.
See, I got it right already. See?
Yeah.
We just got to get it wrong once, and then we'll remember forever.
You got it.
This system is what I've been searching for my whole life. You know, I can't tell you how many home theater systems I've had. At least 30, maybe 40 different, like full different systems in my life. This will make your vlog go viral. We need to set a timer and we'll go. Like, pull the wire.
Let's just change all the clocks.
Right, yeah. No.
We have to do it in 1 hour.
No, this is real deal, man. It's not here yet. Man, I want to get it set up. I want to see what your system sounds like with the Marantz, AV10.
Yeah, it's going to show up the minute you walk out the door.
I know.
And we're going to be, we'll send you pictures of us watching a movie.
We're like, yeah.
We'll have our popcorn.
That's not right.
Everybody's hugging. High-five.
Yeah, like a tear.
We have an ice cream party.
Just one tear just rolls down. Like,
a little close up.
The emotional.
There, Michael.
Yeah. Wobble will get the cinematic shot.
Man. It kind of stinks, man, because I want to, like I said, I want to get it set up. I want to hear it. I want to see what the Marantz AV10 can do. I don't know. Hopefully, in the next hour, if we can get here in the next hour, I think we can knock it out. At least get a first run at it. I can at least hear it and share with you guys what I think about that. So, all right, 2:45. All right, it's the last day here at Helen OG. I'm heading out tonight. Matt will be here tomorrow morning. I think you guys are heading out, possibly.
Plan. If.
Guess what, though? We got some good news.
What do we got?
We got my tracking number late last night. It'll be here from 10 to 2.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be able to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Marantz came in clutch, so we're waiting on that. I'll keep tracking it. Hopefully. I've got to leave here probably 4:30 because I've got to pick up the car rental by 4:45 because they close at 5. They told me if I get there pretty much right at closing, then I can only pay for 1 day. No sense paying for 2 days when I only need the car for 1 day, basically overnight. Excited about that. So hopefully we'll have the rest of this video be us getting that dialed in, getting Matt's thoughts on the Marantz AV10. Let's go, baby. So I'm editing. Rusty just came in and said, I got you a treat. What you got, man?
These are the Amish bakery cinnamon rolls that they
no.
on and on about. Fresh made.
Oh my goodness.
I think they make them fresh every day. They look pretty awesome.
These are Amish donuts.
Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls? So what's the place that you can get them up here in Helen?
It's like the Country Bake Shop, I think is the name of it. They're not open year round because they, I guess they closed like January, February.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, but they were closed when I was here once before, so I never got to try them.
Yeah.
I think I got way too many.
All right. I don't know, man. I'm pretty hungry. And I ran out of eggs because I cooked my eggs for Eric and my bacon. So I guess I had to fall off the wagon this morning. So what's the verdict?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So we got some good news I shared with Matt this morning.
What's up?
Marantz AV10 is on its way.
Sweet.
10 to 2 is a scheduled prediction on that. So I wasn't sure, man. Or pretty late last night, I wasn't seeing a tracking number, and I'm thinking, dang it, it's not going to get here before I leave, because I head out tonight. So we got one last day. I mean, technically you guys can do it, but I'd love to bring my audience along with that. And man, all right.
Hope it shows up soon.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
It is 9:35.
All right. So maybe it could be here in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, even if it doesn't, we know it's not going to take us 4 hours. I'm very familiar with Marantz, very familiar with Odyssey, very familiar with Dirac. We got a license, so
maybe we should go start cutting zip ties now. Then we'll be that'll knock off 2 hours.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, because we got to move. You're right, because we do. We got to move that cabinet out. It's a big, heavy cabinet. Get that. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's grab some breakfast. Let's head on down to the theater room.
Yeah. Try one of these, man. You're gonna love it.
So I'm sitting here fighting the urge. These are incredible. Even better, we warmed them up for about 15 seconds. That hit the spot. What I didn't realize is Rusty bought 2 dozen. There's 6 of us here. He's like, I'm like,
3 of them don't eat sugar.
yeah, so we're in trouble. But I want to be good. That's my temptation, man. I want to be good, but I don't know how to be good when it comes to good food.
Bad boy.
I'm a bad boy. Oh man. Discipline. That's something I always struggle with, truthfully. This week though, I've been doing good. Lots of water. I don't drink water hardly ever. I had good food. I mean, I still got some celery up here. Ate almost all of my food. This top shelf was mine. So I got 1 steak to cook. And I roll out tonight. So I don't know, I didn't buy any junk food. So that's good. But the other thought is, all right, it's first thing in the morning. So if I eat that and eat my steak and that's all I eat today, might be okay. See how I justify my my poor eating habits? I don't know, we'll see. So Matt just got back. We showed him the cinnamon rolls. He's like, nah. Every day he's been saying,
Man, dude.
I'm gonna reset tomorrow. I'm gonna reset tomorrow. And so far he hasn't given in. He's got eggs. He's eating healthy. Did you do your cold plunge yet? No.
I'm not doing it.
He did the cold plunge the other day in the swimming pool.
I wanted to go mountain biking. Get a workout in.
He wants to go mountain biking, but we got an AV10 coming.
Well, maybe if someone's
talking about it last night.
someone stays back here, if someone doesn't want to go.
Right.
These pros.
So we're having some discussion on what we can do to improve the home theater in the main living room area. Matt, what speakers are in here right now?
Those are Dyne Audio Studio Series LCR behind those black grills. And then in the left and right, those are Definitive Technologies in-wall subwoofers. And then in the rear, those are Studio, I think S4, so it's a 6.5 inch, single 1-inch tweeter Dyne Audio Studio Series on the wall.
Yeah.
And then there's some crap up there in the ceiling that was part of the house.
Right.
And then that's powered by an N80 T778 that's down in the basement.
Right.
And that, I think, is a G2. Okay. A 65 G2 LG OLED. So it's a nice little system.
Yeah.
I actually really like those in-wall. For in-walls, they're really good. They're like, 6 inches deep. So
Sure.
they're pretty substantial. But it's a nice little setup.
Rusty's got I think you had an idea of how to spend Matt's money.
Oh yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking for listen, they have a center channel. I was gonna go get a tape measure and see if it would fit in there.
Okay.
And then we were thinking either floor standers on the side,
right?
Or we could even do bookshelves if you wanted to keep it off the floor. But then for those rear channels, we can just use the existing wires so that we can move the receiver directly underneath
up
it,
here,
and we're not having to do the up and down thing.
Yeah.
Without having to rewire.
Yeah, because all the wiring.
Ditch those.
Yeah, all the wiring right now, guys, is going down to the basement to the actual rack. So ideally, it'd be nice just to have the AVR up here.
I don't see a big advantage of having it there in this setup. I mean, it's fine right now, but that HDMI over Ethernet, I don't know how much it limits the bandwidth.
Yeah.
But that device costs like $500.
Yeah.
It's pretty pretty steep.
And it's real temperamental.
I know it's cutting bandwidth, but I don't know, or I'm pretty sure it's cutting bandwidth. I don't know how much though.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if it did like full 48 gigabit. I don't know how it could. That one's more current and has
243, not looking good, guys. We were hoping it would be here. I've got to leave here about 4:30 to go get the car rental, so we're definitely running out of time. This thing's gonna get here and get it set up. Like I said, they can set it up tonight or tomorrow, but
This will make your vlog go viral. We need to set a timer and we'll go. Like, pull the wire.
Let's just change all the clocks.
Right, yeah. No.
We have to do it in 1 hour.
No, this is real deal, man. It's not here yet. Man, I want to get it set up. I want to see what your system sounds like with the Marantz, AV10.
Yeah, it's gonna show up the minute you walk out the door.
I know.
And we're gonna be, we'll send you pictures of us watching a movie.
We're like, yeah.
We'll have our popcorn.
That's not right.
Everybody's hugging.
Yeah, like a
We have an ice cream party.
Just one tear
Yeah.
rolls down.
Wow.
Like,
A little close up.
the
I wouldn't count your
emotional.
chickens there, Michael.
Yeah, Wobble will get the cinematic shot.
It kind of stinks, man, because I want to, like I said, I want to get it set up. I want to hear it. I want to see what the Marantz AV10 can do. I don't know. Hopefully, in the next hour, if we can get here in the next hour, I think we can knock it out. At least get a first run at it. I can at least hear it and share with you guys what I think about that. So, all right, 2:45. Let's see what happens. So it's 3:30 p.m. FedEx still is not here. So I think I'm gonna head upstairs and go check out this gaming rig. Matt.
Oh yeah, let's see if the update's done.
Oh, you were updating something?
I had to update all the. It does this. It was 33 gigabyte update.
Okay.
With our jank internet here, it's taking like an hour, so it should be done. Look at this setup. I was up here tuning the speakers.
Yeah, I heard you cranking it.
Set up.
So what do you got here?
So these are Dynaudio studio monitors. So they're Dynaudio Core 5s, which is a 5-inch woofer, 1-inch tweeter. A little Dynaudio Sub 9S, which is a little 8-inch or a little 9-inch subwoofer. Just a great desk setup. The problem is getting the audio from your computer to studio monitors, so you need some sort of DAC, some sort of interface.
Sure.
So this is a Volt. Which one is this? This is a Volt something or other. Let me tell you what the model number is. Volt 123 or something like that. So it's like $150. Volt 176.
Okay.
From Universal Audio, and so we go USB-C or Thunderbolt out to the Volt,
right,
and then XLR, pair of XLR out to the subwoofer, and then XLR, or sort of daisy chains to the speakers. It's an awesome
dude, you were
setup.
rocking. I thought you had like the big system up here.
Yeah,
it was cool. Great. 2.1.
So yeah, 2.1. It's what are these? $1,000 for a pair.
Okay.
And then $1,200 for the subwoofer.
Yeah. So this is a beefy setup for a desk, but it was rocking, man.
But you get dead center imaging.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to a title.
Nice.
Yeah, it's freaking cool, man.
Got a sweet little curve monitor. I was editing one of the videos the very first night up here.
Is that you that jacked the brightness all the way up?
No, did not touch the brightness.
I turned it down. Nope. It's just a Dell 38 UW something or other.
Yeah.
Like a 3-year-old Dell ultrawide. This is what all our employees have.
Okay.
I'm a pretty good boss, you know.
That's awesome.
They all have Dell
now.
ultrawide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a standing desk, I imagine here too.
So this is a uplift
beautiful
frame.
Yeah.
So the matte black frame, and if you ever do the uplift frame, get the commercial version with the bracing, the bigger, beefier bracing.
Right.
And then this sucker will go all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a standing desk at my setup. I don't have the L shape, so I like that because it gives you a lot more room.
So the top is a custom top. The guys from Blue Tree that make us our tops for our garage setups also made that we're going to make desk setups. So one of my plans, see all the wires are all nice and umbilical cord tied up. So one of my business plans here in the future is to provide desk solutions, especially in standing desks. It's really hard to wire it.
Yep.
And so I found, and we made these little L-shaped little metal brackets underneath to run all the wires through,
so we can see it,
get everything out of the way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, you can still see some wiring, but if you tie it up and make it clean. So one of my dreams is to have a harness where everything is kind of pre-built,
right,
and all you have to do is just kind of plug into like little clips. That would be the goal, to have that. So I can we'll have like audio, and we'll have like a PC and Mac version.
Right.
And then it's set up for a certain monitor, certain speakers.
Cool.
And so you buy the whole package, buy the desk, buy the umbilical cord.
Right.
You know, if you have a PC, check that box. If you have a Mac, check the other box. But actually now, most of them all use USB-C. So
right.
you know, usually you can throw a PC in here or a Mac, and it both works great.
Yeah.
And then you have a little desk mat here, and so when you come here and you borrow the place, you can come and do business.
Yeah, hang out. You're still, you know, family's right down here. You don't feel like secluded in a room.
Last time I was here, I sent the isoacoustic stands, and so I was just setting the angle up. They were flat, so I like to kind of bring them up about 4 degrees.
Sure.
So you have
Get them ear level.
better listening. And then when you're watching something on YouTube or something, the image is right in the middle, so it sounds like it's coming out on the screen. Sick.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Can you give me a ride on the track down here?
Let's get that thing set up.
Yeah, I did a little short, just kind of giving them just a little bit about it. But I'd love to hear a little bit more about this room. So we got Valencia seating. Recognize those.
So you connected me with those guys, your buddies at Valencia, and my concept was actually my interior designer who helped pick all the furniture and stuff for this place and told me what to do. She's like, you need to make this a golf sim. I said, well, I'm not a golfer.
Right.
We need to make it a racing sim.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
So I bought some GIK acoustics. So these are Monster, I think 242 bass traps. So the 5.5-inch deep bass traps, and then they have their cloud brackets. So I bought some 24x24s.
Right.
Those are the 24x48s. And so then get rid of some of the echo in this room.
Yeah.
One thing I'd love to do, it has like a crappy Logitech system. I'd love to work
speakers.
with, I'm going to try to work with somebody to create a full-on like immersive audio experience. Because you got the video experience.
Right.
These are triple 5K, they might be 4K Samsung monitors.
Okay.
And so they're 55-inch, so triples, and then you needed a big graphics card and monster PC. I don't know jack about PCs. I'm a Mac guy. But this setup has full D-box motion, so four axis motion.
Right.
It has Husavelt pedals. The Aztec, this thing will break your wrist if you're not careful. Wheel. Again, I'm not a sim expert. This was the guys hooked me up. This was the very first P1 Podium Ultimate, the first one they did, or first one they put in someone's home, and since then I think they've done a couple thousand of them.
Man,
but really cool guys. Since I'm not a racing sim nut like I am a detailing, you only have so much room in your life for expertise.
Yep.
And so I love home theater. I love the garage. I like this, and so I passed this off to somebody who knows this and said, I got a few bucks. Can you make me something really cool? Yeah. And so then I built this room. I think this room, again, I give your audience context, numbers for context.
Sure.
I think these sell for now like 60.
Okay.
I think I paid like 55 or something when it was new, and I think they've gone up a little bit in price. They have some new things to it that will add, like they have fans that blow in your face.
No way. Just add to the realism. So the faster you go, the harder the fans blow.
Yeah. There's some other like head-mounted devices where it it like changes the view when you move your head and stuff. But this has a Assetto Corsa. What's that game? The Xbox game, Horizon.
Forza? Yeah.
Forza, thank you.
Forza.
But most of what people will do is iRacing. So let's get you set up on a test track.
All right.
We'll get you a Ferrari 488 GTE. So when you come to the house, I bought every track, every non-round track. I didn't buy the NASCAR tracks.
Sure.
And I bought every car. So now we'll go on Road Atlanta, which is the track I know the most.
Right.
So Road Atlanta, and we'll do a test drive, and you're going to go rip around.
Oh yeah.
And so there's a Stream Deck here, and so the Stream Deck is set up with the buttons. So when you come to the house, there's a video, there's a QR code on the wall when you enter the room, and then you watch a video. It tells you what to do and what buttons to press. And so the guys at P1 Podium set it up where you press button 1, button 2, button 3. It sets up, hit button 4, and then it works.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then Manny, who manages the property for me, gets you remoted in. Because you guys who have racing sims know that
there's always going to be
you got to work for it. Yeah. This thing's really sophisticated.
Yeah.
So we're 88% loaded.
Cool.
And then you can go and rip. I don't really do the racing part.
Right. You just like riding the track.
See, there goes the motion. Just make sure everything's working for us here. But I do need to get a drift wheel, you know, so you can pull this.
Right.
And then for Forza, you can drive a manual. There's a clutch. You know.
Nice.
For this game, it's all paddle shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Try not to get sick.
Oh, I won't get sick.
Get you a little clip of you.
I know I certainly will not drive as well as you do.
I do get sick in this thing.
Oh, this is nice, man. It's like
so you can
fits your body.
Yeah, so you can move the seat up if you want. You probably need to move it up a little bit. Just pull in between your legs like a normal car seat. Yep.
Oh, there. Yep.
Yep. And then your paddle shifting.
All right, here we go.
See the motion. Boy, he's good cruise. Not bad, not bad. Nice little counter steer. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Saw it. Oh man.
That's the hardest turn on Road Atlanta yet.
Well, it's funny because I saw it. I'm like, why aren't you braking? I was ready to go. I was getting excited. All right, here we go.
Now you're flat out, pedal to the floor. When you're on this track for real, I lift crazy here, but you're supposed to stay in it.
Awesome. I was trying to explain what I was seeing. So that was phenomenal, man. My best time was 1:23.58. Don't know if that's good or bad, but I was running against my own ghost car, so it allowed me to kind of push myself and chase after my best lap. So, man, super, super cool. Definitely glad I had a chance to experience that. That was rad, Matt. 123.58. I have no idea if that's good, bad, indifferent. What's that? No, man, I'm amateur.
Hey, if you didn't crash, that's good.
Dude.
You made it all the way around.
I'm ready to eat this steak now. I've worked up this is the best, where's it at? There we go. One of them.
Oh man,
says
you get the label?
I don't even see the label. Normally it says the best steak in town.
Best meat in town, yeah.
Best meat in town.
Best water steak you ever get.
It's all good, man. I'm hungry. I worked up an appetite.
I've got the grill going, so.
Let's hit it up. So I just put some hardcore carnivore red. Matt said this stuff's good. Try it out. Got my New York strip. Got the grill going. That's Matt's. Matt has the fancy steak. I get the best steak in town, but it's kind of like the only steak in town. They say it's really not that good. Let's do this. And yeah, put it right there. Woo. Let her cook, medium rare. All right, here's how much of a nerd I am. Set a 10-minute timer to let my steak cool. So.
You got your man steak there, buddy?
I think so. It's a New York strip. It's not a. You don't like fillets. I like fillets. It's all good.
I know you do.
You tore up yours. Had some leftover chicken from last night, so I heated that back up.
My only way to make fun of you, that and your shoes.
That's all right, man. Hey, I got to buy new on clouds because they kind of got dirty during the.
Get some new shoes. Let's order you some real shoes.
Some real shoes. What are real shoes?
Anything but on clouds.
No
and
way.
Skechers.
Oh, let's see.
How we looking? Nice job there. We're coaching him up.
Look at there, man.
Dude's gonna make a steak every day from here on out.
Look at that. That's nice. I'll eat that up. So I got about. We still don't have a dang Marantz. Doggone it.
They check the tracking every 9 minutes. I'm just expecting him to say, sorry,
Yeah, it'll be
we'll send it to
tomorrow.
you tomorrow.
So we do have, Rusty brought up a good point. So I need to get to the rental place. It closes at 5. It's 4:26 now. So I got to eat quick, jump in the car, go get the rental. But I can always come back here and then hang out a while and hopefully.
You're gonna be up till 3 or 4 in the morning anyway. So.
Yeah. So figure I can come back here, cross the fingers. Hopefully it'll be here by 8. If we get it by 8, I can be on the road by 10:30, get there by midnight, get a good night's rest, then do the interview tomorrow morning at like 8ish. So, nah, really? Uh-oh. Are you serious? That's him? He was not joking. I thought he was messing with me, dude.
I have my ears turned on.
No
all day.
way. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's awesome, man. Look at there.
This is heavy for a preamp.
Heck yeah, dude.
Look what we got.
Look at that, Rusty.
Boom.
She literally just pulled in the drive. All right, dang. Now I gotta go. I gotta eat real quick. All right, I do need to wrap this up. I'm gonna eat real quick. We're gonna get the rental. Come back here. We're getting this set up right now. All right, I am a little bit late. 5:02, but they said they'd be here. So we're gonna get the car for Atlanta. Here we go, brother. All right. So we have got a ride, the Land Rover. Unlocked. Something ain't working. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me. They hooked me up with a minivan. Oh man. I've been in a minivan since my kids were little. All right. Hey, I got nothing to, I got nobody to impress, man. I'll rock the minivan. Here we go. We're gonna head back to the house, get this Marantz AV10 installed. And then later on tonight, I'll head on to Atlanta, and then we've got an interview, and JVC invited me. So grateful for them to be a part of that interview. So super excited about that. I can tell you more about that after we film, and maybe they'll give us a time frame on when that's going live, and of course I'll let you guys know. So let's get back to the cabin. I'll get some dinner. Are they down in the theater room?
Yeah, man, they need your help.
Sweet. They're hooking it up. Hooking it up without me. All right, heading back down to the theater room. Let's get this AV10 hooked up. Check it out. I gotta get on the road though. Oh, they're already working on it. Oh yeah. Already got it working?
They're hooked up, they're not working.
What do you mean we're not working?
Doesn't work.
What?
I just got here.
I thought they were messing with me.
It doesn't work, but something's not hooked up right.
Alright. We'll get it set up here. I don't know if I've ever used their app. Works pretty good.
Yeah, so far it's working pretty good. The only thing is I didn't see any options for configuring CEC, but actually I think I may have just found it.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off the buzz.
It's also still doing that. Yeah. Does that thing automatically kick that on?
Turn this thing off. Keep it from buzzing out there. There we go. A lot quieter.
Outside, I'm like, oh, it sucks the humidity out of here.
All right, so Matt likes to, this is just his preference. He likes to go
It's
Apple.
the best way to do it. But whatever you want to call it.
All right, so you go Apple TV
Yeah,
into the TV,
correct.
and then ARC or eARC from the TV back to the receiver.
I don't know that it's really that necessary in Marantz stuff because, you know, they have HDMI pretty well dialed, but most other things.
Like NAD?
Yeah, NAD or more obscure stuff. You know, then it just works better.
Yeah. So
But if you have two sources, it doesn't work.
right, correct. So I've always had more than two sources, so I always go everything into the Marantz or into your receiver, and then one HDMI to the TV. So you got ARC, eARC. So Rusty's doing a little firmware update. We good there?
I think so. I can't read that tiny little screen from here. The little porthole, what does that say?
Oh yeah.
Media player.
Media players, just the volume. All right. So now we're setting it up.
Sign your life away.
This is easy. Marantz makes it easy.
I don't know, though. It's not connecting.
Sound-wise? Do Dolby Vision.
No.
You don't like Dolby Vision?
See,
Well,
look,
when you have an Apple TV, if you you should always set your Apple TV to 4K SDR,
Okay.
444 chroma,
All right.
frame rate, and the other thingy on. So I go here, 444. Because if you set it to HDR or you set it to 4K Dolby Vision, it'll push everything to that. I want it native.
Right.
And so when you set the 4K SDR, 444 chroma, and I turn the matching on, so match content.
Okay.
So this and this
Right.
on.
So then that figures it out for you.
Right. So now it's going to send the native. If it got 4K HDR, it's going to send that. If it's 4K Dolby Vision, it'll send that. If it's 1080p, it'll send that, and then my TV can do its thing.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you're going to have the Apple TV doing all the processing. I don't want that.
Yeah. See, that is one area. Video has never been my strong suit, ever.
That's me.
I need to learn more.
I got your back. Don't worry.
You the man. We work good as a team.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was just jamming out down here. It's a
Oh.
little bright for me in my taste right now. So I need to dial a little of that out.
Trim off the top end.
Trim it. Just
Just a tad.
scotch.
I think it sounds good.
Okay. All right. So it's time to calibrate. I just purchased the $599 package. It was a little off. It felt good. I thought it was $1,000. So $599. Thing that stinks is that's attached to now this. So if I get another one, I got to buy another license. So maybe someday when we get rich and famous, Michael, we can get like Dirac, like ultimate licenses or something like that. So we grabbed the calibration for the UMic 1 set up here. Got it plugged into my laptop directly. I purchased the software, initialized so then it sends you a license. You initialize the license. There's a couple of steps there, and so now we're gonna do our volume calibration. And Rusty has a system. So I didn't do. I've been down here jamming out the music.
Right. He's gonna walk us through.
Right out of the box, it sounds pretty darn good. It's a little bright for me, but
Right.
Same. I agree.
I'm a sensitive fella, so. All right. So what's our system here?
So mute your phone. Take your master output and go all the way down.
Okay, minus 80.
Okay. Now move your mic gain to 0.
Is that 0?
Let's check your background noise level, and it should be at minus 50 or below. So I gotta shut up, and I need to. Can I turn this off?
Maybe.
We got a little buzz, kind of.
I think
There's a lot of equipment over in that room.
Yeah. First of all, let's turn the AC off.
I think that.
Somebody's taking a shower. Yeah, that's gonna turn the AC off.
So ideally, when you're calibrating, you want to get the room as quiet as you can. So if you can, turn your AC off. Turn your, I don't know if you can unplug your fridge. Even if you could, if you got a fridge in the room, see, that's so much quieter. Rusty just killed that.
Empty my bladder.
Yeah, don't have like a washing machine running in the background. So the quieter you can get the room, the better the calibration can be, whether it's Dirac, Odyssey, any of the the calibration software. So we're gonna let Matt empty his water, and we're gonna get to calibrating. Finish this up. I'm just gonna do a couple of demos, check it out. We'll get some final thoughts, wrap up the video, and then I've got to head to Atlanta. Got about an hour and a half drive, and then I'll get some sleep tonight. I think it's about 8:30 right now, so I should get there before midnight, get about 5-6 hours of sleep, get up, meet Patrick as well as Jamie from JVC, grab breakfast with them at the hotel, and they covered my hotel for the PBS situation and my flight back, which I'm super grateful to them. But yeah, we'll have some fun with that, and then we'll head back to the house. I hope you guys have been enjoying. I've been reading all your comments. I know these are way different type of videos than I'm used to on my channel, but thought it'd be kind of cool. Spice it up, try some new stuff, and just kind of bring you inside. Like, what do we do? What does this look like? And that includes the mess ups. That includes, I showed you, I calibrated with the door halfway open. That's horrible. And it's easy as a content creator to cut that stuff out so that you guys don't see the mess ups, see the flaws. But the reality is the flaws are what make us human. And I think you guys can respect that and relate to that. So
days of screwing up.
Rusty said we had 6.
We had little wins, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and we just kind of fought our way through it.
Yeah. But that's relatable. That's what my audience does when they're calibrating, when they're setting up, when they're connecting something. We had a ground loop hum earlier that we had to track down, and the only way we could fix it is that big old extension cord to the new outlet that Mike ran, the 20 amp circuit. So that'll be temporary. We'll get a black one, tidy it up. But yeah.
Do we have any other extension cord that might be a heavier gauge?
No, it's minus 70.
That's not right. There's no way it's that quiet in here. No.
Yeah, even when you're talking into it.
Hold on. You have the calibration file loaded?
Right there.
Click play for the first speaker.
Yep. It's playing.
Okay, now keep bumping up master output until it says like minus 40.
There you go.
Okay, go through all the speakers.
All right, so we just ran a single point calibration. One of the things that Rusty recommended us do is to run 1 point and then you save it, because there's a potential it could crash on you.
And it did crash on us. Right, so we were exporting. I was exporting the filter, and then CEC of the TV timed out.
Right.
It sent the signal to the Marantz to turn off, and so I'm literally at like 25. It only takes 5 seconds. So in that 5 seconds, you talk about bad luck.
Right.
It turned the Marantz off. It crashed Dirac, and I couldn't even save the project. So the procedure was run it, export the filter, save the project.
Yeah.
Or save the project, then export the filter.
Yeah, right. And so so the thing blew up, and then we had to redo it. So if I had done 19, data,
Right.
sat here for 2 hours
been-
and did the whole room.
That'd have been frustrating.
You throw all the speakers in the pool then.
So we've only done one, and we've demoed a little bit.
Yeah. But we need a Matt Mormon curve.
And what's a Matt Mormon
Right
curve?
now we've got a flat, look at that flat curve. This is not for Matt Mormons of the world.
Okay.
What I need is bass up here, and then a little roll off of the mid-range, and then bang for the tweeter.
It's just like a
Take it all out. Matt's got sensitive ears.
Smooth into the zero,
Yeah.
like negative 80 dB on the old 22,000 hertz.
So that's interesting. We've had that conversation because your ears are kind of sensitive. You don't.
Or better, however you want to look at it. My eyes, I am blind. I'm negative 11. So I think I'm kind of like a sloth or something. What is something that can't see very well?
That's funny.
I'm an animal that can't see very well,
Mole?
so that I've
A mole.
a mole.
You're a
That's what I
mole.
meant.
You have mole
And then I've
vision.
over
That's funny.
whatever you call it, compensating ears.
In your ears, you got really
See, I don't have
sensitive,
any
great ears.
Visual aids or hearing aids, so
Yeah.
I'm
You're
pretty
just
much perfect.
Big superior human.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I'm gonna have a superior curve here.
Well, what's interesting is, when we first had you come to my house and you experienced JTR, I thought they were going to be too bright for you. And you found that you actually liked that sound. And that was one of the reasons why collectively, Rusty was already bought in. I'm already bought in. We both have them in our theater room.
Well, Jeff explained it to me. He said, "Look, I have a very similar sensitivity to to certain frequencies." And so I put a shelf filter on it.
Yeah, he does his magic on the on the
In his
down
crossover,
low. Yeah.
right. So it's a certain frequencies that cause that like S lisp, that that harshness.
And a lot of guys are sensitive to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all we're gonna do to my curve is we're gonna go like this, and we're just gonna move it on down. It's gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, it'll look like the subwoofer right there. I should just use all these subwoofers.
All that down.
Just follow the subwoofer trace.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's
Starting
hilarious.
at about 120 hertz.
Target. We're gonna publish a Matt Mormon target curve.
Yeah.
Mercy.
We'll link it in the description.
Exactly. Now, one thing I do, since you mentioned that, I do want to, we'll share in the description the instructions that you've been following for years on, what website is it?
It's like mahala.net.
Okay. I'll link
where
it
I
down in
found
the
it.
description. Rusty's just found that when he uses that, he gets really good results. So
It's a pretty well written procedure for doing the front end level setting and gain settings so that you get a good measurement.
Even if we didn't do any tweaking here, it's wild how much more sophisticated see these little tabs over here on the right, Michael?
yeah,
You don't have that in regular Direct Live.
there we go.
So I've been doing Direct Live for years.
Right. So that's the bass control. To add it, that's like what, an additional $500 you said?
600 total.
Yeah, $599 total. So it was like the bundle was like $350 and $350, but you get it, for $600 total, something like that.
Yeah.
So that alone was worth every penny. And then, I'm sure we'll convince some wizard to come here. Convince them to come out and hang out with us for a couple days, and come
Maybe teach us how he would do it. Yeah.
Maybe even better, we have a contact that we were hooked up with at Durac that's going to do a little virtual consulting with us.
Oh man, that'd be great.
So
I'd love to really understand that.
What's that?
Maybe we should call him right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you up
At
to?
Hook us up,
9
man.
o'clock at night. Yeah.
That's what we do, right?
Yeah. All right. So we're going to run our 9 positions, or at least we'll probably
Maybe
give
5.
off. Yeah. So we're on a 5 position, and then we'll go and create the Matt Mormon curve. We'll play with it, listen to some stuff, and tweak it from there. But I tell you what, as soon as we put that Harman curve on here, that target curve, and then we ran the bass management optimization, normally I have to go around and juice all the subwoofers because it neuters the heck out of the system.
It didn't.
And I tell you what, doing ARC, all of you ARC haters, I'm now an ARC hater as well, because I did ARC, just the base ARC on my Cinema 30, and it destroyed my, the bottom end.
That's not ARC.
Well, I mean, then I had to
Isn't
go
it- no,
turn
no,
all
no,
the
no.
subwoofers up to like plus 12.
Arc is anthem room correction.
Yeah.
What is it called?
What are you referring to?
What's the
frickin'
Marantz?
thing on
What's the
Marantz?
Marantz room correction called?
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Oh, I'm sorry,
okay,
Arc.
I was
I'm
like-
sorry, Arc.
Yeah.
I meant Odyssey. Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
I,
was
thought you were talking
blanking
about
on the
ARC
name
and
too.
EARC. I thought you were saying you're finally
This is why the
converting.
Perlisson guys think we're idiots. Our Perlisson buddy is like, we want to make sure we get you guys proficient in your technical knowledge because we made an entire video referring to S7
The wrong speaker.
Yeah.
Limited, and
Yeah.
we had S7 Special Edition.
Yes, that's great.
See, I got it right already. See?
Yeah.
We just got to get it wrong once, and then we'll remember forever.
You got it.
The other thing I got to do is fix those wires under there. That's going to drive me berserk.
All right, so we just finished
Look at how
5-point calibration.
Look at how that measures, dude. You know, look at the blue curve behind that.
Right, yep.
All that business. I don't know if I can turn that off. So, yeah. So there's group 1. That's what the fronts measure like. It's pretty gnarly. So flat as can be from, you know, what is that? 80 hertz up. Pretty legit. But I always argue, you know, all you dorks want it flat. If it's too flat, then it has no character. And, you know, I'm looking for a certain sound signature. And so if it's flat as can be, oftentimes I find that it sounds dead inside, you know? So I don't think it's as simple as just make it flat. Look at the center. Jeez. The center has, so Jeff has it set, it has like 10 dB of gain, like 40 to 60 hertz. 10 dB of output above, you know, flat.
Well, that could just be your room.
True. Yeah. But the fact that most other center channels can't even produce that, and it's hitting, you know, 14 dB above zero. So what would you call that? 14 dB excess
Headroom?
above from 45 to 70 hertz. The Dyno to Evoke Center, I think, freaking starts at 70 hertz. Yeah. What do the surrounds do? Oh, look at those look at those puppies. Look at that. That's what the surrounds look like. It's pretty sick. Easy to make a pretty flat target curve when you're. So what do they say? You don't want to add more than 10 dB in the target curve over and above or below what the speaker actually can measure. Like I've done it before where I juiced it too much and my woofers are bottoming out, you know?
Yeah. Because you're overdriving what they're capable of.
Right. What do the subs look like? Let's see here. I don't 100% know what I'm looking at, but it's cool, you know, it's interesting. I have a general idea, right? But that's why I'd love to sit with a Dirac expert for like half a day and
That'd be awesome.
Let them teach us. That is one thing, is that we are very teachable, you know? We can learn.
Yeah.
And I really would like to learn. So we're going to take and we're going to load. So we're going to the bass control section. What's the difference between bass management and bass control?
Bass control costs more. I really don't remember.
So bass control, click on that.
I think bass management is one.
I'm going to load. Where'd you get this target curve from?
That Mahala resource.
Okay, so here's a Harman 10 dB boost in the low frequency target curve. We bring that in, so now you see what it does to our subwoofer. So it gives me this target curve.
Right.
And then if I go and click on, say I look at my my main channels, see what it did to my curve here? So it gave me a nice flat, but a 10 dB boosted, whatchamacallit, 10 dB boosted
10 dB boost to what's your
target curve, yeah.
Oh man.
Over what it measured. That's pretty smooth. So what we're gonna do is do the slide, you know, do the
skate ramp.
Yeah,
Hello.
skate ramp.
Skate ramp.
Or the drop.
The Matt Mormon skate ramp.
And so here it's showing where it's crossing over our speakers.
Okay.
So it's crossing over our front channels at 70 hertz. It's crossing over our center at 70 hertz. It's crossing over our surrounds at 76 hertz. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Which we can adjust that too. And
Correct.
There's a good guide here on like if you want
I could
to
grab that and move it.
Yep.
What's this this dotted line?
The dash line?
Is that
But
I don't know what this is.
There's a dash line to the left.
Maybe that's the recommended maximum low crossover point.
I'm not sure.
That I don't know.
This is why I would love to have a deep dive.
Yeah.
The surround backs are crossing over at 102 hertz. It's interesting because they're the same darn speakers.
So, and this is why
It even tells you a crossover point right on top.
you might want to go change it manually, and we also might want to take this curtain on the right and drag it all the way over to 300 hertz. So, like, you can save it and then go back if you don't like it. But if you know, a lot of times you don't. Ooh, crap!
Oh,
See,
you
that's
got the
not
wrong
what I
thing.
wanted to do.
Undo.
I don't think there is an undo there.
Uh-oh. Done jacked up the curve.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what he's wanting.
That's what I was trying to.
So basically what Rusty's doing is he's adding what we call a curtain. And so that tells Dirac anything to the... Now, is this the sub or... No, this is...
This would be from basically like 10 hertz to 300 hertz.
Okay. So that's what it's correcting. Because that's typically what you want to correct. The higher frequencies.
Lower. You want to correct lower.
Correct. That's what I meant. Read my mind, not my lips.
Yeah.
It is I definitely can tell I am shutting down.
Well, you've slept, I think, it's 8 hours in the past 6 days total.
Yeah. I think it's probably more to do with the 2 cinnamon rolls that we had earlier. And I'm coming down off the crash.
So you're saying we're going to try this and see what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Because you can always go back.
Yeah,
and that's the great thing about it. You can
like,
save your...
undo that.
It doesn't matter because we put a curtain in.
Well, that's true.
It's only if we pull the curtain back out. Yeah, I can undo it by just reloading the target curve.
Because you saved right after, like right when you exported, right?
Yeah, but I'm about to save it again.
So that's another thing you can do periodically is take a snapshot. See, you only set that speaker group. So I think you could. I think if you scroll,
select all.
I think there's a select all. And the tactile, this is what next levels it for me. Like on like the total like movie experience. When you get that near field, you get a little vibration, but it's not like overwhelming.
So what you're saying is I'm better than both of you because you don't have this.
I want that. I just don't have the space behind
4
me.
weeks out of the year.
We finally got it.
Yeah.
48 hours of work at least.
At least.
So
all we needed was an AV10. It took
2 hours.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Start to finish.
It's so good.
So this has been a long process of your journey, not my journey, not Rusty's journey. We've been a part of it, and it's to me that's exciting. That's
You
exciting.
guys did at least 10% of the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I really should have got some video of you laying on
napping?
that couch.
You should see this started with I came to the HQ and Rusty's got his trailer out there. I'm like, I got a meeting. I can't help load these speakers up. And he had to load
awesome.
them up.
That's a fact.
So we're wrapping up. We've gone through a long process. We removed your Dyne Audio. We upgraded this entire room to a full JTR system. Insane. Originally you wanted 4 subwoofers, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Then one day you're like, what the heck? Let's do 4 more. So we've got 4 behind us in near field.
We talked about the possibility of doing some sort of like, what does he call it? The sofa or the...
Yeah, a sofa table.
Yeah, the sofa table thingy. And then
So it's
it dawned on me when Jeff said, I got those 4 of your subwoofers for your customer. And I went, bing, idea. Hey, what if, could you like remake those for a customer?
Yeah, so we did ask our customer. Chuck, thank you so much again, man. That was great.
You.
I called Chuck while we were here. I said, Chuck, could we kind of borrow, buy your subwoofer.
I offered, I'll pay for the shipping, because he wasn't going to have to pay the shipping because we were taking him with us, right?
Yeah.
And so it said, hey, I'll pay the shipping if I can have these.
Which, by the way, he's still getting his subs on Friday.
That's correct.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow, cool.
So he's getting them almost sooner than he was going to get them from us.
Yeah.
Because we had to get them to you and then get them back to Michael.
Yeah.
For real. Oh, so shoot.
Yeah, probably sooner.
So no, thank you. You're getting the
So we're taking care of Chuck. He took care of us. Man, here's one thing that I love. I've always been a big fan of the community. You know, and to this whole week, we've seen the community come together.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen your team here helping out with things like wiring up the 220 amp circuits, helping us carry speakers and install stuff. We saw Eric come in clutch because we needed some XLR cables and some other things, and so he brought them.
If we didn't have those, we wouldn't have known any of this to fix, right?
And a shout out to Tom at Marantz.
Absolutely. So, you know, we tried the Acurus Muse with the Acurus amplifiers, the M8s, and it sounded good, but there was definitely some quirks that, you know, we
don't know how to use the calibration software to the level you would need to do it, so it made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need this to be simple. We talked about this ad nauseum.
Right.
I need this to be simple with this
Apple
thing.
TV. Yep.
Where watch right now, off.
Yeah.
Done.
Everything just shut off.
Doors closed. They never even need to touch anything.
Right.
When they turn it on, hit any button, it'll turn on. Volume right here,
Right.
done.
Yeah.
They don't have to mess with ISF calibration. They don't have to mess with anything.
And we're on a tight timeline because
Sure.
we were sitting here enjoying. We've watched all of about 3 minutes of a movie since we've been here, and I
We
was
did
thinking,
watch Deadpool.
okay,
What a horrible movie. Oh my god.
that doesn't count.
I don't know if
Do
you call
not
that a
waste your
movie.
time watching
I
it.
tapped out after 45
Deadpool
minutes.
versus Wolverine.
But just think about some lucky guy that's going to be here in
Oh my
a
gosh.
day and a half. And
Oh
is going
my
to have an
gosh.
entire week of experiencing something that almost nobody gets.
Well,
to
they
experience.
I loved my other system. It's nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know, and but this is like
it's just the next level.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been telling my audience. You guys, once I heard JTR subs, I told Jeff, I said, man, I'd love to hear your speakers. And he flew me up there. I got to hear Tony's system, which is still probably one of the best systems I've ever heard. It's an amazing system. Tony knows what he's doing. He dials it in really, really nice. Heard Jeff's system, heard Scott Newby's system, and I was hooked. And so I knew that this was my pursuit. This was my journey. And it still took me a long time. We went with the front three, and then, my goodness, I think it was 2 years later before we did the surrounds and the heights. And so I know you guys are looking at this going, man, this is so expensive. It is. There's no doubt. This is an expensive system. But I never dreamed that I would even be able to have that. And so you build it over time as funds become available. I rocked the JTR LCR, this same exact center right here, the 212 HTR. For my left, center, and right, I have the RS2s for the front. But then I had 4 clips surrounds, 4 clips in ceilings, and it still sounded great. I enjoyed that. Once I was able to upgrade to these speakers, which are mine are actually the ones up there, you can't see them, but it's the 110 slants, the HT slants, took my system to a whole new level. A lot of people come over to my house and they're like, Michael, do you have your height speakers boosted? No, I don't. I've got them level matched. And they're like, man, I've never heard Atmos like that before. And so that's why we wanted JTR with Obsessed Home Theater. That's why we wanted to sell that, because we know that that is a brand that's going to rock your stinking world. I like what Direct did here. I really, really do.
Yeah, so here's the key. We're 3 DIY guys, right? We're not experts. No. We will, I think, become experts over time.
Sure.
We're going to chase that. That's part of the pursuit.
Yeah.
And we're able to get like this is up there. You know, this isn't, I wouldn't say this is world class, but it's maybe world without the class, or class without the world, or something like that. It's really, really great in a normal room with glass behind us and deficiencies and the darn air conditioner in that room over there.
Right.
But it's
freaking rocking.
And we haven't really tinkered. We
Right.
haven't tinkered.
Yeah, this is
with
kind of an
crossover.
initial.
We did 5 points.
Calibration.
Basically accepted most of the defaults.
Right.
Made a few curtain changes.
Right.
And
a few tweaks.
Hit go. But what's cool is now you can tinker with this all day long. It's
Center
easy
channel.
and fast.
I think that center channel.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of that 3-way design. Really, really enhances that center channel.
I'm going to text Mike and say, hey, I promise we've actually got it.
Yeah.
You want to come hear it?
You want to do some more demos before?
So these are the guys up.
Actually,
Oh,
no,
they
they'll
wanna
watch
hear
the
the
demos
demo,
too.
Mike Waba, he's Matt's videographer. Mike, how do you pronounce his name? Figuera?
Yep.
Figuera.
Hey, I got it right. Mike Figuera, he is Matt's handyman. I mean, he builds everything. He constructs everything. Matt is the visionary and says, Mike, I want this to happen in my garage. I want this to happen in this house. And Mike's like, all right, we got it. And so he makes it happen. So he's be cool to get them down here and let them experience it as well. And Andrea, if she hadn't gone to sleep yet.
This system is what I've been searching for my whole life. You know, I can't tell you how many home theater systems I've had. At least 30, maybe 40 different, like full different systems in my life. Yeah, I would guess this goes all the way back to college when I had my Klipsch KLF 7.1 system. And actually, I had 2 subwoofers. So I had 2 Klipsch KSW 12s.
Yeah.
Down-firing little paper cone subwoofers, and the KLFs, which were dual 12s. And I had floor-standing rears, so I had dual. This is my college dorm.
Right.
I could never use it because the girls downstairs would call in the RA and get me in trouble. And I had 10 systems before that. Man, this is it.
So
this is what I've been searching for.
All the time, all the work, all the money. Are you happy?
Yeah.
It was worth it. I think it was worth it.
I'll make sure to get rid of that orange extension cord, get the wires finished up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really worth it to me. I didn't pay anything.
This was a lot of time, a lot of money for you, but this has been satisfying for me to be a part of your journey, to be able to see you pursue what works for you. And those of you that are watching the video, you got to figure out what works for you in your setup. But this is a good opportunity. This place is available to you that are watching this video. I'll have a link down in the
That's the
description.
weird part,
What's that? Yeah, I mean this is Matt's home, but he's opening it up to you.
Well, you just got to give me a lot of money. You can come here, and then you can experience this.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want it. It's hard because look at that thing. Sorry, Jeff. That is ugly as crap.
Yeah.
And so it's real hard to get over that,
Yeah.
you know. But once you do, you got to have the right room.
Well, the good thing is we shut off the lights. You don't see it, but in a living room, that's hard to do in a living room, and that's why we're working with
Jeff
them.
to solve that.
Yeah.
I want this experience. I understand there's no whatever replacement for displacement.
Correct.
But I think that Jeff
can get pretty
we're
close
gonna
to that.
pursue getting 80-90% of the way there
Yeah.
with 10% of that big black box.
Sure. And some of you guys are I've seen your comments. You're like, man, I wonder if Jeff's kind of heading in a wrong direction. And what I'm thinking is this is a new customer for him. There's many of you that even commented that, Michael, I would love to have something like this in my room, but that is not going in my living room at all. My wife will not let me do that.
Here. You, me, and none of us.
Yeah,
right?
my wife ain't going to go for that. That's why I have a dedicated theater room. But Jeff has already told me, he's like, there's no way he's going to just go and grab cheap components so that he can put it in a living room. He wants to make sure that these are quality components. He's already told me that the Kalos 465, the center channel I showed you about in the last video, that has the same output. I think it's 123 dB output as his 210 REM center channel. And so this isn't going to be a janky kind of setup. This thing's going to be legit. And ideally, we want something that just looks nicer, has nicer finish, smaller form factor. He's developing and designing a 12-inch subwoofer. A lot of you guys can't do 18s in your room. I get it. So that's what we pursued, and that's what we asked Jeff. We're like, Jeff, could you help not help us, but could you design something that would help the community, get more people access to your amazing products? And that's what he's working on. And so we'll bring you along for the ride for that as well.
Yeah, this is what I pitched to Jeff. If we can create a product that fits more environment, more options or more rooms, so more people can be included, then we'll have the opportunity he'll have the resources to continue to improve these very niche speakers, right? And so if he has more resources, that's just good for the world. And so that was my argument to him. And, so I've spent quite a lot of time with him in the last, couple of months. He's come and visited. He came over here and stayed the night. I feel so fortunate to get access to the guy making the darn thing. And then he's listening to us because we're his prototype customers. We're the prototype that he's looking to reach. And so when I've got multiple places where I would put a Kalos, and very few places where I could put something like this.
Yeah. Well, I say let's wrap it up and watch a movie before we leave in 12 hours.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm heading out. We're going to watch a movie. I'm not watching a movie. I'm going to watch some of a movie, but I've got to get to the hotel. It's getting late. Got a big day tomorrow. But, man, I hope you enjoyed this series. It's been fun. It's been a great opportunity. Matt, again, appreciate you just inviting me and Rusty and getting some free labor out of us. No, we've had a blast, man. We really have, and I hope you've seen that. 3 guys. I had many people share in the comments, Matt and Rusty, that they felt like they were just kind of hanging out with us. They got a chance behind the scenes to just see what we do. And again, Matt said, we're not experts, but we're passionate. We're obsessed. We love this stuff.
Here's what they need to do, because you're all about community.
Yeah.
Take a few of these. You got a few friends you made at M-Wave.
Yeah.
Pull your resources. Maybe get 2-3 guys. Come here. Stay for a week.
Wow.
And enjoy this together for a solid week.
That'd be pretty cool.
But you have to get past this guy.
Yeah. We'll see about that one.
So
no.
So Matt requires an interview.
An hour-long interview, and you got to convince me you're not a dirtball.
You're not
Although
trash
this blanket is shedding on me, I'm grossed out right now. We got this fancy blanket over there. Guess.
Yeah.
This is driving me nuts.
It's like Labrador hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can talk about it if you want to come here.
I guess
I'll have a link down in the description for you. So what's the cost of this place right now?
I'm running a promo. It's $5,000 all in for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, it's $5,500 to $6,500
plus another $600.
Yeah, you figure you have the hotel tax, which is like $600-700.
Yeah.
So you're I think it's $7,500 for during the summertime.
Yeah.
And then it's like April 1st to October 1st, and then the winter months. I think it ends up being like $6,200 or something like that.
Yeah. So you get full access to a 7,000 square foot home, pool, hot tub, sauna.
Racing sim.
I did the racing sim. You'll see it in this video. That was fun. You still haven't done it. I still have it on up there.
We need to go tomorrow. We go mountain biking. We could watch a bunch of movies.
Right.
I'm down if you're down.
Yeah. I'm not down.
We might have to find a way to make that work.
Yeah.
I've got plans, but so much to do here. And then the community here is gorgeous, man. On Matt's channel, Obsessed Garage, I hope you subscribe to that. He's got a lot of videos on his channel of some of the places that are available here on his website, the different restaurants. You've done a lot of different activities around here and documented
most of the things
that.
you can do on destinationog.com or obsessedgarage.com, go to the destination section. I've got a whole where to, how to series where we go and we eat at the different restaurants. I show you how to turn the thermostat up and down, and then I'm gonna have to make a video on this room too.
Right.
Which you wouldn't think you need a video on, but I did it wrong earlier.
In fact, we got to stay tomorrow because we got to shoot that video. I got to shoot the video with Wob in the morning.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to do some demos. I'm going to hit the road, get to Atlanta. Hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless. Catch you in the next one.